These couple of bad boys have been picked up by someone this morning. Measuring up the old PP, guys. The potassium permanganate. It's going in. Right, I've always been a little bit annoyed with this, the way the air comes out here. I do try and move it. It seems to push it in the corners, a 9-inch disc. So in that box, I'll get this out of the box in a minute, but I've actually purchased one of them big long air stones which I'm going to put in, so I'm hoping it'll run across the bottom and give me a better agitation of the media there. So I'm going to be chucking that in a minute and hopefully it'll do the job. Not feeding these much now, there's a little bit of food on there. They're still after. They're very slowly grazing on that. Sorry about the glare. A couple of these have been moved on now, they've actually been picked up, so these are what I got left. Right then, so just waiting for the gentleman with these. I thought I'd bag him up ready. He's coming a long way, so he's going to be taking the Shiro with him today along with the Goski. So they're both bagged up there, nice and tidy, just waiting to put the air in, and they'll be away to go. Just measured out some PP, potassium permanganate. I'm going to be putting that in today. Not working on anything to do with parasites, it's just organic load. You may have seen in the past video I did explain in more detail about organic load, why I use the PP, so I'm not going to be taking this up too high today at all. I will be using my ORP meter, and I'll get back to you when I start doing it. Right guys, so boiling hot water in there with an air stone. Let's get this bit of PP in. We leave that agitate in there now for 10-15 minutes, just get it all dissolved nicely. It doesn't take too long to be honest, but I'll leave it in there just to agitate up. Got the trusty ORP meter you may have seen before. I use the HANA tester. I believe HANA to be one of the better quality testing kits available, so that's the one I use. Yeah, and I'll show you when I'm underway. So firstly, use the air stone. I've just unpacked it, so I'm putting that big, what's that? It must be a good 12 inches, I think, that one. So look. Yeah, I'd say that's 12. So we're gonna get that one in today, guys. That's going in over there. Happy days. Right, I'll just knock the pump off a minute so you can hear what I'm saying. It's quite noisy in here, so I've been taking a reading with this. When it stabilizes, just under my thumb, you can see that little light that comes on. So when it's thereabouts, that light comes on. So that's showing I got an ORP of about 294, which is pretty reasonable to be honest. That's a nice number. So what I'm going to be doing today, typical now, my bloody diesel heater's kicked in. Bloody noisy thing. If any of you are doing this type of setup, that's a great heater. It's a H calorie, and it's got a thermostat built into it, so you can set it at room temperature and it'll just kick in as and when. It's a pretty good bit of kit. So there we are, 293, so that's fine. So I'm going to get the PP in now, and we'll come back and have a look what we got. Sorry for the noise, guys. I've had to put the pump back on. If this is too noisy, I'll put a voiceover over it. So you can already see the ORP now is going up. Like I say, I'm not going to be treating parasites today, so I'm only going to take it at about 440, somewhere around there. It's not going to touch parasites, but it'll be really good for the organic load. I've made, I got a full dose for the size of the pond, so I may not need it all today. But as you can see, it's slowly picking up. We are in the corner taking this reading, but we got the air on in the pond. We got a nice air stone in the middle as well, so it's pushing it about. Obviously, when you PP in, guys, keep the hydrogen peroxide to hand. I've got mine to hand. I won't really be needing it doing it this way. I've done it stacks of times, but I have got it to hand. Like I say, I'm not really going up with a dose for parasites. I'm just treating the organic load. So we're going up a touch. I think I'm going to need to add a bit more. Sorry if this is a bit of a noisy video, guys. It's just obviously I can't turn things off when I'm doing this. So as you can see, we're pushing up a touch now. $4.25. Just keeping an eye on the fish as well, as always. Everything's all good. Like I say, I know that level of ORP is not going to hurt the fish in any way, so it's not a problem. Always get plenty of oxygen in your ponds, guys. If you haven't done any PP before, make sure you do. Or any treatment for that matter. I always make sure I got plenty of air on when I'm doing anything, because this PP will strip oxygen out of the water. So even though I'm not going up to a high level, I'm still stripping some oxygen, so you've got to keep it on. Seems to have settled again there now, so I need to add a bit more. Right, so we're up to the 437 mark there now, which is fine. I've got all the PP in. I don't want to put any more in today. We're not mixing more. I was targeting 440, so that's thereabouts. More than happy with that. So, like I say, this isn't now to PP for parasites. This is just what I'm doing for my organic load. So don't follow what I'm doing. This isn't for parasites. And I tell you what, I seen someone do once, which, just as a heads up for you, never put your PP straight into your filter system. Always put it in the pond. I know it gets into the filters, obviously, but if you put it straight in there, the high dose of PP will kill off all your good bacteria straight away. So don't be doing that. I'd like to say as well, I picked up quite a few new koi mates at the moment, so welcome guys, nice to see you all. On a Friday, that's just a bit of fun, just have a little bit of a mug of the week. I got a bit of a mug collection going on, and it's just a little bit of fun that I've been doing on a Friday night for quite a while now. I say sorry for the background noise today. I don't normally film with all this noise, but if it doesn't come out, I'll probably have to scrap it or try and do a voiceover. Mates, it's the following day. I've just turned the pump off just so that you can hear what I'm saying a bit better. Now look at that water quality for one. Bearing in mind I got no UV on here. I've got a UV on the setup, but it's not switched on. And my ORP now is at 290. So hence the water quality of the water is so good. And I don't just mean how clear it is. That's not a sign of how healthy your water is. Obviously, if it's clear and healthy, it is really good, and that's what I got here at the moment. I'm really pleased with the way things are going. Definitely, if I've been doing this PP treatment every sort of fortnight, and it works really well, I'll be honest with you. Keeps our ORP up nice and tidy. The sampler there has been sold. I'm waiting for that to be picked up. I think I may keep the others. Thing is, you'll end up keeping them all, that's the problem, and I just haven't got room to keep everything. So, I mean, I'm really enjoying this, and what I'm trying to do is move a couple on just to, you know, cover the costs of heating and the food. But the enjoyment of a grow on like this is real good fun, and it's, you know, it's good for the mind as well when you've got things like this you can do. Keeps you occupied in the evenings. You know, after work I spend quite a lot of time out here. And this is always nagging me, but she knows who I am anyway. It's one thing. And now I've taken the blind off the screen, off the window, you can see the natural light coming in a lot more. As you can see the darker area there, and obviously how light it is over this end. And one of the best fish is coming across, there he is. If you look at the kahaku, weekly comes back over into this more lit up area. What you can actually see, and what I wanted to show you, is you can see the secondary colour coming through now on the scale, so there's a lot more benny coming through. I can come around here and you may be able to pick it up. Don't know if you can see that off the phone. You can see it by eye, but there's a definite, you can 100% see the difference now this UV is making to the fish, and it's standing out more on that one. Yeah, that's going to be a bad boy, that one. That's my Dainichi. So that one is definitely staying with me. Yeah, so I'm thinking of moving a couple of guys if anyone's interested. The thing is, I want to keep them all, but I haven't really got space. You know, I'd love to see this Kage Hiyetsuri develop. I bet that's going to turn into a cracker. It's got a nice little pattern. There's plenty of sumi still to come through. That's going to be a cracker. I love the Hiyetsuri as well down there. The thing is, you know what it's like, all these fish develop as they get older. They really start to come into their own. The only one I'm definitely moving on, I'm definitely going to be moving the Deutz shower, so Mayatora. It's this one coming here. It's a cracking fish, but I'm not a massive fan of Deutz fish, scaleless fish. You know, it is a pretty fish, but I think I'm definitely going to be moving that one. So if anyone's interested in that one, it's about 42 cm, I think, somewhere around there. But yeah, this water is in real good condition now, like I say, and it's mainly because I've been keeping the ORP up so high. I'm not getting any problems with the fish whatsoever. You can stand here and watch them all day long. People say to me, what the hell are you doing? And as well, if you're watching this, you'll have the same viewpoint as me. When you love koi and you love your fish, they like mesmerising. You can just stand here watching them. But people who don't like them or not too keen just think, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, so that, like I say, that little Sanki's going. I say little, it's 33 cm, that one now, so it's starting to grow. Yeah, he's a repeat customer. He's one that he did pick up the Sakaguchi Pearl Ginrin Sank, so he's coming back for that one. That was Chiba there, right? Look at the pattern if you can see it. It's got an absolute beautiful pattern on it. And it developed all of a sudden. It had a little shimmy appear on it on the front of his head, at the side of his eye. And I thought, where's that come from? Because it didn't have it before, but it seems to have disappeared now. So, absolutely awesome. I'm well chuffed with that. So that's going to be a cracker, that one. I'm looking forward to seeing that now grow. Pack a bit of size on. Yeah, I'm hoping to get, in the next couple of weeks now, I'm hoping to get these into the main pond. And then I'm going to be looking for some more stock and start this cycle again. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. All the best.